Guys, I brought you to a really, really special place today.
Oh.
I know you always like to visit places that have history or maybe like, something big happened here or it's meaningful. But this time I brought you to a place because it has a really cool name. We're camping outside Devil's Hole Cave in Devil's Den State Park in Washington County, Arkansas.
Okay.
Nice. Devils.
This is a family-friendly podcast. I'm trying to figure out
who's going to do it first.
Greg, thank you for showing us Devil's Hole. This is very nice. There's nothing else to say, honestly.
No, that's it. Yeah. And I brought you here because I want to tell you all about a pretty rad creature that lives out here in Arkansas.
Is he a skateboard cryptid?
He wears sunglasses, his hat's on backwards. Yeah.
Don't do drugs, kids. And then he skates into the woods.
Yeah. Man, that would be actually cooler than what I'm going to tell you about.
I'm sorry.
I want to tell you about the Gowrow or the Gowrow. Not really sure how to pronounce it. Let's just say Gowrow.
So it's the Devil's Hole Gowrow?
No, I think it's pronounced Gowrow.
Gowrow?
Wow.
Gowrow.
Gowrow.
Gowrow?
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 Gowrow. Let's go Gowrow. It sounds more fun.
Gowrow.
Ooh.
Devil's Hole
Yeah.
Gowrow. Wait, hold on. R-O-W. Rowing or rowdy? Which one is it?
Gowrow.
Are there other words that end with R? Hold on. We're going to hash this out. We're adult men.
Arrow.
Arrow. Row.
Yeah.
Row. And G-O-W. What other words? G-O-W. I can't think of another G-O-W word.
You know what? I'm going to probably say it multiple ways because I'm not going to think about what I'm saying when I'm reading my notes. But
you know what? My brain's discombobulated because we're close to the Devil's Hole. This is what the Devil's Hole does to you. Once you experience it, you can never return to normal.
I'm still stuck on the whole thing. I'm not even past that.
Yeah, and the Devil's Hole is just a small part of this story that comes in very late. So
it's actually pronounced Devil's Hole.
Hole, yeah, Devil's Hole, yeah,
and it's Gowrow.
You wanna hop in and learn about the Gowrow?
Get in that hole.
Yeah, let's get in that hole.
No, trust me, you do not want to go in that hole.
Stay on the
outside. That's bad news. Bad news bears in there.
It's Greg's Cryptid Corner, where mysteries abound. Bigfoot, Mothman, monsters, let's see what we found.
Hey, and welcome to Greg's Cryptid Corner, a podcast about monsters for weirdos. I'm your host, Greg, and joined as always by my lovely guests. Dan, how you doing today?
Hi, Greg. I'm good.
All right, thank you. And Eric, how you doing today?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm ready to get our Gowrow row on. Figure out what's going on. I hope it has hair. I hope it's hairy. Because the last one was completely nude. And we need some fuzzy monsters.
Wait. Yeah, usually I'm the one that's doing this. Eric, when you close your eyes and pat your head and rub your belly at the same time, what do you picture?
That just makes me go night-night. I have to take a nap.
What are you picturing? Gowrow, the Gowrow.
I don't know. I think Devil's Hole. I'm figuring it lives like in a cave underground or something. I just hope it has a lot of fur and it's ferocious. And I hope it's bigger than a football. You know, I want like a big, scary monster.
Okay, but hairy. You want a big, scary, hairy monster.
Yes.
I'm going to go similar, but a little different. I still want him to be a little guy. What was the Lancaster tiny Bigfoot in the trees that chucks apples?
The Albatwitch.
I'm thinking like an Albatwitch-sized golem. Like a little spindly, big-eyed, bipedal, like Lord of the Rings Gollum guy, but hairy. I do like, Eric, I'm with you. Hairy is a must. That's got to be matted. It's got to be stinky. And maybe there's like a little braid running down his back.
Yeah.
I like that.
Like that sheep, the deformed sheep that stunk. Remember that one?
The shore laddie?
Yeah.
The shore laddie. Yeah.
Man.
Yeah, maybe he's got petals matted into his fur, so he makes like a rattling. And so when you're in the cave, if you hear the distant rattle, it kind of sounds like that. Gowrow, gowrow, gowrow. Like that.
Oh, you know what? You want to just jump in and become sorely disappointed?
No, I like what
because
we're
you guys
doing
are
better.
Way off of what the Gowrow actually is.
Don't tell us facts. Let us make our own fiction. This is the internet.
All right.
This exists for fiction, not facts.
That's fine. In the outro, we'll reinvent the Gowrow.
Okay, thank you. That was something to look forward to.
Yeah. So let's hop in and learn about the Gowrow. Stories of the Gowrow have been told by homesteaders in Arkansas throughout the late 1800s of a creature that was attacking and killing their livestock and pets. But it wasn't until an article published on January 31st, 1897 in the Arkansas Gazette did it really take off. The article, written by Elbert Smithy, recounting the story of door-to-door salesman turned monster hunter William Miller.
Yes. More about him, please.
So, after hearing stories about the Gowrow, Miller formed a posse to go look for it. They tracked it into the forest and came upon a cave littered with bones, from deer and other wild animals to cats and dogs and humans.
Whoa, humans.
Huh?
And as they hid in the forest waiting for it to come back to its lair, they heard splashing and thunderous footsteps that shook the ground. And then they saw it, the Gowrow. And what they saw was a 20-foot-long creature covered in green scales.
Well, it's big.
Okay.
It's certainly large.
Eric, I was wrong on 2 fronts. You were wrong on 1 front.
Yeah, hey, I'll take a giant monster. That sounds great.
And he described it as long. So we're talking, this is a snake type.
It's I think alligator type, yeah.
Okay.
Its head was broad and flattened with what Miller described as a vaguely mammalian expression.
Ugh, no.
And that came from the article itself. Now, its upper jaw, protruding from it, were 2 large tusks, and its mouth was full of sharp teeth.
Yeah.
It walked on 4 short, thick legs, ending in webbed but clawed feet. And it had short spikes running down its back to its long tail, which at the end of it had a sharp sickle-like bone sword. Yeah, bone sword.
This is like a comic book character.
Yeah, so if you think of we're going to create this amalgamation of an animal. So if you think of a Komodo dragon with walrus tusks, dragon spines, the build of a crocodile, and a scythe on its tail, you got it. Oh, and it also has sharp duck feet. So
and also you said a mammalian-like face, so it also has like a snoot.
Yes, yeah. Wow. So it's like it's long and like flattened, but has a very like a human-ish type front of its face.
Oh, you human-ish? You said mammalian.
Mammalian would be human or monkey, that kind of thing, right?
I mean, it's a lot of things.
I guess that's true.
A horse is a mammal. A seal is a mammal. It could be cute, but when you say a person, now I'm even more scared.
Now, he said a mammalian expression, which kind of, to me, means that it can its face has the ability to show emotion.
Yeah,
unlike
it
a fish.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Right?
And it quacks like a duck, which makes it a lot less threatening.
That would be great if it did. But it's funny that you say that because it got its name, the Gowrow, from the sound that it makes when it's attacking its prey.
Ugh.
Gowrow, Gowrow.
That's what I say when I'm eating dinner.
Gowrow hungry. Gowrow eat human and cats. That's amazing.
Does it say anything about a cloaca?
Nothing about a cloaca. No, actually, and I was going to bring this up later, but if we want to talk about its reproduction, it's said to the females of the Gowrow species gave birth via eggs, and that the eggs were the size of beer kegs.
Wow.
You just tap.
I want to be a female Gowrow. No thanks.
Tap those bad boys.
They're said to
drink the yolk.
And they're said to carry their young in pouches like kangaroos.
All right, and we already know what kind of a nightmare situation that is.
Yeah, stinks.
That's true. We've talked about that. Gross. So now Miller and his posse, they were waiting for the Gowrow to come back. They're armed with rifles and shotguns. They bombard the Gowrow with bullets, causing him to go on the defensive. He's slashing down trees and anything in its way with his crazy tail.
Wow.
but before it collapsed from its wounds, its sharp tail cut the leg off of one of the posse members.
Yes.
Okay. Are we sure it was the Gowrow and not like one of the posse members pulling a Dick Cheney, just accidentally blasting one of his friends with a, quotes, accidentally blasting one of his friends with a shotgun at close range?
I mean, this was 1897. It's hard to say if whether this was a Cheney situation or not.
Okay. All right.
I like to think that the Gowrow was pretty perturbed by being shot.
Yeah, I guess that
constantly.
makes sense.
So, yeah.
Maybe they were LARPing with real samurai swords, and they just had an incident. They were like, you know what? Gowrow.
Gowrow did it. Yeah, I mean, listen, I would equate the Gowrow to a fearsome creature. From the Fearsome Creatures of the Lumberwoods books. He's not in there, but it's a very similar vibe to those. You know how they have like crazy spikes coming out of them and things like that. So,
when was Fearsome Creatures written? Was that like 1830s or 1930s?
I think it was 1910.
1910. Okay, so this is before Fearsome Creatures.
Yeah, but not that long before. And
but I wonder
book,
if there's a reason it was excluded.
Well, because Fearsome Creatures is more like lumberjack stories, and this is more the Ozarks. Like it's kind of a different part of the country. I'm sure they had lumberjacks out there, but this is. I think I always picture like Fearsome Creatures as more of like a Appalachian kind of like mountain range creatures into the woods up north, like that kind of vibe.
That's true. You're right.
But the posse did manage to kill the monster. Now, Miller supposedly took a photo of it before it died, but that photo has become lost in time. And there was an illustration in the article of the creature from the photograph, but it looks kind of like a weird, like gremlin-y type thing. So
nothing like the description?
Well, no, it's very much like the description, but here, I'll show it to you.
Oh yeah, bust that sketch out.
But they killed it, so they had a body. Yes and no.
Okay. They were insatiably hungry and they ate it there on the spot. Thank you. Oh, all right. That's actually kind of a cute picture. I like it. He's horrifying.
Is that what I was picturing?
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. He doesn't look low enough to the ground.
Right.
And he looks perched on a huge wheel of cheese.
And he's squatting. And he's buff. I thought it would be
he does squats. Look at those thighs. Look at that hammy.
I thought it'd be more dinosaur looking, you know?
So I that's how I would picture him. That's how I would kind of draw him, is more dinosaur-y, more dragonish, based on the description itself. You know, back in the 1800s, people didn't know how to draw, right? Like there's no such thing as realism in art back then. So
sure, yeah, 100%. That's not true, but yeah, we'll go with it for the bit.
Yeah,
that tail looks pretty gnarly though. I wouldn't want to mess with that tail.
Yeah, that tail will do you now. That'll cut your leg right off.
The spikes down the back are also the spikes are as long as his body is thick. Like the spikes are huge. When you described it, I was imagining like dinosaurs would have like ridges down the spine.
Yeah, same dude. That's what I was thinking.
It was described with short spikes down its back. These are
short.
Huge spikes in the drawing. Yeah. So I think this is an interpretation to make it seem more fantastical.
Is he rolling a carpet up?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, dude. It looks like a big wheel of cheese. You ever see
he's helping someone move.
Resting cheese?
That's what you call. When you're out of buddies, you're like, listen, I got nobody else. He doesn't have a truck, but he can roll a carpet pretty nicely.
Yeah, he's very good at it.
He lumbers through. He has to lean over to get through the front door. Where do you want the carpet? Can we just put it over here?
He's knocking crap over with his towel, slicing curtains. Like, who invited the Gowrow? And he eats all your pizza and beer.
Yep.
In one bite. Yeah. He opens the beers with his giant tooth.
Their tusks stay in.
I'm sorry. Well, what's the difference?
I don't know what the difference is. But Eric, you said, well, what do you need a picture for? They had the body. Well, here's the problem.
Okay.
After they killed it, the whole posse was pretty upset that they cut the leg off of one of their friends. So they went ahead and chopped the beast apart and then took its bones. Now, Miller at some point supposedly gathered up the bones and had them shipped to the Smithsonian, but the Smithsonian has no record of them ever getting there. So those are lost as well.
That's a lot of work. Like, to get to the bones of something, It is a lot of work. That's a lot of processing for a 20-foot
Yeah.
beast. I'm just saying.
Yeah,
I'm
no, I get it.
I'm looking at what you sent. There's like a news article. It's part of a news
Yeah,
article.
This is the article I was talking about. Yeah.
Not wishing to see the monster suffer, I again gave the command to fire, and this volley ended the Gowrow's suffering. The enraged farmers then sprang upon the dead beast with their axes and, more in anger than sorrow, hewed him to pieces. I then immediately returned to Blanco, and the next day, having transacted my business, left for Little Rock.
Yes.
They hewed him to pieces. To Eric's point, you can chop up a beast. You're not going to have bones left over. You're going to have a bunch of like T-bone steaks. You know what I mean? There's a lot of flesh laying around.
Yeah, you're gonna have to like melt it or burn it or it's gonna take a long
carve
time.
it.
You got to scrape it. You got to get all the nastiness out. You're gonna have to boil it. It's like a lot of work.
It is a lot of work. And also, I wonder what he smelled like.
Probably smelled like, well, so he came out of like like one of the like water holes or lakes in the forest. So he probably smelled like fish.
Swamp.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's why he was
You know what?
splashing.
Have you guys ever had frog?
I have not.
Like
no.
eaten it?
Mm-hmm. I've had frog legs. Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe it was kind of like that, like a little oily chicken. You know?
Okay.
So maybe they ate
Fishy,
'em.
oily chicken.
We always wonder how the creatures taste, and it's
Yes,
it's
we
starting
do.
to become
Yes,
a problem.
we
It's
all
becoming
do.
a
All
problem.
three of us. Yeah.
Eric wants to hug him or kick him. You want to eat him. I just want him to marry me or be my best friend.
You want to do other stuff with them.
There's problems with all three of our,
Yeah. Well, we have
Things.
problems. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So after the article was published, the editor of the newspaper, Fred Alsop, came out and said it was, quote, a great fake, probably without foundation, in fact.
Yeah.
And Senator William Moose and Representative Ulysses Bratton both came out and denounced the story, with Bratton stating, quote, it is an unfounded fake and is one which, in addition to being utterly false in every particular, is unjust to the good people of Searcy County.
Wow.
And here we are in 2026 talking about
Still
it.
debating. I mean, did somebody
Yeah.
lose a leg though? Because that's a big thing.
Not documented, can't tell you. But to me, this is just an early example of big government hiding the fact that these creatures exist in our world.
What do they gain for hiding it, though?
They gain us not being able to work with the creatures and the cryptids of the world to overthrow our government and bring the government back to the people that it was made for.
Greg's going full conspiracy now.
Yeah,
He's all in.
He's a crypto anarchist, but crypto as in cryptid.
Alsop, Moose, and Bratton were part of the Arkansas Illuminati, and I won't stand for it. They will not besmirch the good name of the Gowrow, or however it's supposed to be pronounced.
I'm still looking at this drawing. I love his. There's so many details, like the scales, the spikes, the bony, knobby limbs and joints, the weird webbed feet. But then his eyeball is just a little circle with a dot in it. He's got like a little beady eye. Bonk.
Yeah, it's like right on the side of his head. too.
Yeah. Perfect profile.
It
Yeah.
does
Sorry.
look like
Yeah.
they just jammed a bunch of stuff together. They're like, what's cool?
It does.
Yep.
Spikes are cool.
Do you think it started? They were around a camp. Okay, hear me out. Bunch of farmers around a campfire at night. They're all like, "Man, I need some money." And this one guy was like, "Hey, Jim, you know how to draw? Yeah. Draw. We're gonna draw a monster. Give him floppy ears. Give him some spikes. Yeah. Put a tail on it. Yeah. At the end of the tail, put a sword." They're all just like chucking stuff
Well,
out.
it's like it's like when we're at the bar and you start drawing something and then you pass the paper to somebody else and then they continue the drawing.
Yeah.
It's kind of like that. Yeah.
And they just start drinking moonshine. They're like, what if we chopped off Dave's leg? And Dave's like, yeah, do it.
Do it.
Yeah.
They do it.
All right,
He's
so-
like, does anybody know how to tourniquet? No. Sorry, Dave. Bye, Dave.
Yeah, we don't need Dave. All right, so now there were a couple more stories involving the Gowrow. One being here at Devil's Hole Cave, where something massive was down below, scratching and biting a flat iron that was lowered down. So basically, like someone that owned the land came over and used a 200-foot rope to get down to the bottom. And as they got down, they heard something like growling and hissing.
Cool.
And then he immediately went back
He's
up.
like, nope.
So he dropped the flat iron down there to see what would happen, and it started like biting and scratching at it. And then they dropped a big rock on the rope as well, and it bit through the rope, and it kept the rock. It's a whole thing.
Wow. I like that.
And then there was another story of a carnival huckster who grifted money from people. And like they basically said, oh, we have the Gowrow in this cave. It's stuck in there, and there's a curtain there, and somebody would come out like disheveled and their clothes ripped up, going like, oh my God, the Gowrow escaped. So everyone would run away and they would just get to keep the money.
Yeah, that's my move. That's my move. And next time I'm trying to get away with something, next time I need to get out of work early, I'll just tell my manager like, oh, yo, my wife just texted me the Gowrow's outside again. I gotta go home. Sorry.
Gotta take care of this Gowrow situation.
Yeah,
What's a flat iron?
A flat iron. It's what
a hair straightener?
No, a clothes iron, like what you use to iron your clothes back in the day. It was just like a hot piece of metal.
In my mind, I was thinking of like a frying pan.
I googled 1800s flat iron, and that's what it said. So
I got a picture of it. Yeah, I know what you're saying. Yeah.
Now the cave story I told you with the flat iron came from Vance Randolph's 1951 collection titled "We Always Lie to Strangers: Tall Tales from the Ozarks." Now Randolph was a folklorist, so he collected all these stories from the Ozarks and things like that. So kind of take that with a grain of salt. The story of what was his name? William Miller. That was in the news. The news can't.
Wow.
So
right. Well, we've learned that.
Yeah. The 1800s had no fake news. Not like nowadays. But yeah, this was basically my way of saying the government has always been trying to hide cryptids and aliens from us.
I mean, I'm here. I am staring at this photorealistic drawing, and I think I agree with you.
Yeah,
I think
100%.
I agree with you. Yep, they had nothing to gain by inventing a false creature, and the government had everything to lose by allowing people to believe in this
Absolutely.
real creature. Yes.
So that's the Gowrow. I love that they lay eggs the size of beer kegs, and that they can cut your leg off with its tail.
Yeah, I mean, both those things are amazing.
I gotta say it on a cute scale, not very cute. Not very cute. Eric, do you want to hug this one?
No, not at all. Not huggable.
Yeah.
That was a pretty fast no from you on that one. That's never happened before.
It's got a scythe tail and spikes.
So do you.
Yeah, your hands will be impaled on its back if you hug it.
Yeah.
You'll be stuck
Hey, you
there
know
forever.
what? It might see you and go like, oh, I don't want to hug that guy. He's bald. How would you feel?
The Gowrow's bald. Or it's this projection. The Gowrow hates in Eric what he hates in himself. That's what it is.
Yeah. So that's kind of it for the Gowrow. And do you guys have any questions that I can?
I mean, I'm not picking up
answer for you.
I'm not picking up on like a moral element to this tale. This feels like it's just a regional myth. That's it.
Again, like I equate it to a fearsome creature because it's got that same kind of vibe. But all the fearsome creatures don't have morals to it. Like the hoop snake doesn't have morals to it, and things like that. So it's all just kind of like peculiar, unique creatures in the forest.
Maybe moral's the wrong term. We talked about how a lot of the fearsome creatures seem to have a function, though. Like the myth performed a thing for the group that was telling it. Like, oh, we can blame the woods if this bad thing happens. And, even though nature is random and sometimes nature just kills a guy. And this is something that we can blame instead of accepting the terrifying randomness of the universe. But this, I mean, it's called a Gowrow and it lives in a devil's hole.
Yeah.
There's not much else to it.
Maybe that's the moral, is don't go near the devil's hole.
That's true. Okay, maybe that's it. It's another train tracks cryptid. Don't go down there, kids.
I think more so it was known for killing livestock. So this is like the creature that you can blame for your livestock dying.
And pets too, which is sad.
And pets, yeah.
Oh yeah, human bones. Human bones?
Yeah, it ate humans. It ate.
Identify who the humans were.
But they didn't. Because chances are, the story's probably made up.
I know.
But, yeah. And, I don't know how much forensic skills they had back in the 1800s.
Right.
Jethro, get the DNA kit.
I don't remember, when Jack the Ripper happened, but, we just figured out who it was.
Right. Yeah, that makes sense.
And all these bones, the whole creature went missing. The picture went missing. We don't even technically know like where this event happened. This didn't happen at Devil's Hole. The story itself, just the little bit where they were dropping the Flatiron down, that was Devil's Hole. But
you think somewhere in Arkansas, there's like a 5th generation post office employee who in their attic, boxed up, handed down from father to son, all the way down, is just a box of Gowrow bones. And it's just
I hope
theirs.
so.
They just keep it, a cultural pension that's passed down in their family.
that
I like
sounds
that.
amazing. I wish my dad was cool and worked for the post office back in the 1800s and was able to get me bones.
I wish, my dad didn't pass me down any heritage bones. All I got was a family history of aneurysm.
You have high blood pressure. Thanks, Dad. Where's my bones?
Here's a watch and some bones.
Yeah. I got high blood pressure and the VHS copy of a Goofy movie.
That's not too bad. You and your
It's not
dad, you
bad,
see eye to eye. Yeah.
Yeah. That's the Gowrow. I loved him. I think he's got a great tail.
Yeah.
He's got a great tail and a great tail. It's spelled differently.
Mhm.
TALE and TAIL. It doesn't work really well in
Audio format.
Audio, yeah.
It's begging for an Arkansas like cultural festival, like the Getting Rowdy with Gowrow festival.
Yeah, get Gowrowdy.
It's there, right? You see what
It's
I'm
right
saying?
there.
It's right there. It's right there. I can't quite figure it out, but a talented person with smarts could do it.
Yeah, they could have like a Miss Gowrow contest or whatever, and they could spell it GAL-R.
Gowrow.
The Gowrow.
That's nice.
Mhm.
Yeah, and they have to dress up in awful, horrifying cosplay.
Yeah, creature costumes. Yeah,
Yeah.
obviously.
That would be cool. They have to have towels with like knives on the end. They have to slice watermelons open. It's like a contest.
That'd be pretty awesome.
Like a whip.
Oh yeah, a dangerous aspect to their costume. That's good. Like open a beer with their fake tusks.
Oh yeah, giant beer kegs.
Mm-hmm.
Made out
Roll
of
a rug
eggs.
down a hill.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they have to. One of the strength competitions in a pageant will be they have to carry kegs across like a certain distance. What?
Yeah, it's a lot of work.
It is a lot of work. I think they're going to get one contestant, and it's going to be me. And I'll fail that competition. So that was the Gowrow. We got a couple comments from our Rochester Rat Dog episode I want to go through. First comment is from Tugboat Jake 66.
Nice.
If-
on. Can I just appreciate Tugboat Jake 66?
a good
Amazing.
name.
That is a great name. Underappreciated tugboats, by the way.
If y'all are curious about Montauk, we did an episode over at Dark Docent. Smiley face. Dark Docent's a great podcast. I highly recommend going to check it out.
Oh, nice.
Cool.
All right. So Tugboat 66 came here to advertise. I get it. I get it.
Yeah, and you know what? If you leave a comment and
works.
it's nice, you're gonna got no problem.
Tugboat 65 says, shop
Tugboat
at
Jake
Acme,
66.
10% off on Sundays. Love this podcast.
Hey, whatever works.
I'm
Andrew
not
says,
hating. I'm not hating. I love you.
Andrew says, fun to see the continuation of the trend of cryptids that would make a decent pet. This little guy could have been won over with some food left out. Dan mentioned tiers of cryptids once more in this episode. What would 5 tiers of cryptids be you have come across as you've covered them?
Whoa, what? Hold on. We have to decipher this.
You got the seen them on the side of the road cryptids.
Oh, tiers. I was thinking like Squonk tiers.
Dude, that's what I was thinking. I was like,
no.
I'm not understanding this.
Well, I get it now. Tiers, TIERS. Okay, so I'm going to say on the outset, I don't like the hierarchy implied by tiers because I don't think any of these boys are better or worse than any of the other boys or girls or they thems, whatever they are.
Yeah, whatever.
Right? Yeah, I'm not trying to gender our cryptids. So, what were our categories? Categories that's horizontal, right? Tiers is vertical.
Okay, sure. Yeah.
Do you guys organize them in tiers? Are like roadside cryptids better than alien cryptids?
Oh
No, I think you could. I think we could tier cryptids, but categories wise, I think they're just it's categories, right? So
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, in my brain, the first one I want to say is like patently false but fun. Under which I'll probably put the Gowrow. I'm so sorry, Greg. Like this
That's fine.
This clearly isn't real. Like, or at least the story feels like it's just a bunch of people clowning around. But then, like, it's stuck around as a myth, and that's cool, and it's worth talking about. And then trying to think, do you guys like we obviously the roadside one? We talked about that.
Mhm.
The aliens, cryptids that are probably aliens.
Mhm.
Talked about that.
Water
Cryptids that are ghosts.
ghosts. Yeah.
Water cryptids. You're right.
Flying cryptids,
Flying cryptids.
Yep.
Yeah.
Bigfoot type
Bigfoot
cryptids.
type.
Bigfoot
Yes.
type,
Thank you. We both
yeah.
got there. Bigfoot type. Yeah. There's also the moral fables
Mhm.
cryptids. Like I'm thinking of the ones in Iceland. A lot of those were like Christmas fairy tale cryptids that had a message behind them.
Yeah.
Can you guys
I
think of
mean,
any
he asked
others?
He asked for 5. We gave him 42. So
I mean, we've been doing this podcast for more than a year now. We got we're detailed. We're taking notes. We're literally not taking notes.
no, I take notes. That's fine.
I'm sure there are. If I
Um,
forgot any categories, please illuminate us.
Mommy, daddy,
Someone will let us know.
cryptids. Did you want to be
It's the
either
boo
your
hag.
mommy or your daddy?
Yep.
The mommy's the boo hag and the daddy is the harahacha. Oh god.
They have horrible kids.
Oh, the trauma.
And then we have a comment from actually Shadow, who is the one who left a comment in reference to Rochester before, and I was like, "Pooh, we gotta do Rochester." So he's Shadow says, "Yep, Dumptown, USA." So we do have empty subway tunnels and a huge gorge with caves by the river.
Ooh.
Rat Dog could easily hide there. Oh, we had Kodak films here until we created digital photos. Kodak, in its brilliance, sold it to Fuji. Jobs were lost, a lot of jobs. You guys were spot on. Everyone is confused about where we are and what we do here. Keep the weird coming. Love the ride. Wink, wink, then winky face.
Went all in on the wicks.
He's flirting with us. There's something in the water in Rochester.
Yeah, well, I'm glad we could do Rochester proud.
I think is Rochester where the JFK film was sent to be processed after he was assassinated. Maybe that's why I heard about it.
I have no. Why would you even know that?
Now that he says it, I do remember the CIA worked with the
Kodak.
film. Yeah, with the film
yeah.
processing plant where the film was originally made, and there was like the best in the country processing was there, and they had a whole office set aside in their building that was just governmental and CIA like top secret
Oh,
stuff.
that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like when they did aerial surveillance, the planes way up there just had film cameras, and they would take pictures, and they would have rolls of film. They'd have to land and drop off, and then they would drive those rolls of film to maybe it was a Rochester office to be processed. Maybe that's what I'm remembering it from.
That'd be a cool
Right, anyway.
like art exhibit to just get some of those old photos and
Right?
yeah, it'd be interesting.
Or how cool it'll be to go into a room and see like negatives, and you can get one of those little tiny scopes that you put up to your eye to look at film negatives.
Mhm. Little
But
loop.
it's just aerial photography of Soviet Russia.
crazy.
How dope would that be? Oh, that would be so
Man.
cool.
Yeah, well, if you like looking at negatives of photos through one of those little tiny magnifying glasses you hold up to your eye, and also like what we do here at Greg's Cryptid Corner, feel free
That was
to
amazing.
join our feel free to join our Patreon, where for $2 a month you can get access to our Discord. We got a whole bunch of different channels in there to talk about a whole bunch of different stuff with a whole bunch of really cool people in there. You also get access to all of our bonus episodes that we put out. Dan does GCCNN, which is our news.
GCCNN. That's when you
It's
hear
got a
it.
good-
That's us at our day jobs. We do this on the side for fun. During our day jobs, we're cryptid reporters.
Yeah. It's our news show about cryptids and aliens and all the weird supernatural stuff going on.
It's mostly aliens nowadays.
It's mostly
Been a lot of aliens.
Mhm.
Yeah, there's a lot of aliens in the news recently.
We did talk about a French man that had a bomb up his butt
Yeah, that was pretty
that one
great.
time. That was fun.
And we just brought back Stabby Sabby, which was our horror movie podcast we had done for 5 years. And we got some more stuff in the works probably that'll be coming out. Yeah, you get access to Greg's Cryptid Corner episodes about a day earlier, so typically Monday night, and the show normally comes out on Wednesday morning. So yeah, and if you like us a whole lot and you want to be best friends with us, join our $5 level. It's the Your Squonk level, and you get your name shouted at the end of every episode. And I want to thank our Your Squonk level patrons: Amy's Birdhouse,
Gowrow,
Liam Neville,
Gowrow,
Pam and Brian,
Gowrow,
Molly,
Gowrow,
an unperceived interdimensional Bigfoot,
Gowrow,
Brutal Kimpact,
Gowrow,
Luke,
Farmer,
Elena,
Farmer,
Brian and Pam,
Farmer,
and Chris S.
Gowrow, who's winning this fight? We got a pack of Gowrows and we got a couple of farmers. I'm sorry, farmers. If you're farmers, you're dead now. I don't think that's going your way.
I think the Gowrows are going to take it.
Yeah. There's more swords than farmers.
That's true. And as always, I'm Squonk. You're Squonk. Go Birds. Now, what would you call a pack of Gowrows?
That is a good question.
A row of Gowrows? A rowdy pack of Gowrows?
I'm thinking of like a quiver. What do you call a bushel of swords?
Like call it a sword pile?
Isn't there like a term for like if you're transporting a whole bunch of swords? Probably not.
Eric, you're a LARPer.
I don't know.
Yeah, Eric, you LARP all the time.
I don't. I mean, I wish I did, but yeah, I don't know.
Eric, yes and.
I know.
Yes
I'm
and.
getting tired. I thought we were done. We're still going.
We're never done.
Oh wait, how about an armory of Gowrows?
There you go.
Oh, okay. I do like that.
That's not bad. That's not bad. Yeah.
Armory of Gowrow.
And if you surprise them, if you startle them, they just lop your legs off.
Horrifying.